Hello, welcome. Welcome to another game development stream. I am SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of Master Plan. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D, and I'm the creator of this game I'm working on. It Breeds Fear. How's everybody doing in chat? Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a nice chill weekend and are ready to get back into the swing of things. So hello, yes. So let me hello to everybody. Hello. So this is an interesting stream. Let me kind of walk through the process because I put in the title and I put on Twitter and stuff that I might be trying out Godot, or I would be trying out Godot again today. It's been a couple years since I last used it. So let me walk through my thought process of why I wanted to try it out. So firstly, I made this song for It Breeds Fear, which is a 3D PlayStation 1 styled adventure game. And so I made this track. It's kind of inspired by Terranigma, if you are familiar with the game. There's a couple of tracks in there that are very, very sad, very happy, but also sad. And I wanted to make a track like that. So let me just play it so you can kind of hear what I made and what I was going for here. Okay, so I made this song. It's sad. It's beautiful. I really like it. Um, and I was thinking like no one cares the technology with which the game is made, right? Like people just want the game to be good. And when I made this song, I was like, okay, this is actually like really good. Like I want to be sure that people can play this thing. I don't want it to just be like, oh, I am making this game and this is just something I'm making with my 3D renderer because I want to make a cool 3D renderer. And the 3D renderer does work if you want to do like 2D game with Ebiton and put some 3D in there. It's perfect for that. I think it'll work really well. But when I made the song, I'm like, okay, this is actually like this is gonna be a deep game. Like this is gonna be like there's meat to the game. It's not just a toy or an example or something like that. This is an actual like project. This is a real thing that I really want to make. So I'm like, okay. And I was working on Tetra 3D to try and make it, optimizes and stuff. And I'm not sure if there's much more I can do in the short term to optimize it significantly enough where I would want to kind of continue working with it or have confidence that it would run on, even 90% of people who buy it run on the computers of 90% of the people who buy it. Like, I'm not sure if it would get there. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a hefty thing. Like even if I just zoom out the camera in its current stage, it's like 20 FPS. And that's on this map, which is not that complicated. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but it's also extremely low poly, and I'm pretty sure Godot would be able to render it well. So I was like, okay, let me try seeing how far I can get with Godot. Let me go back, give it a shot, see how it is, see how things have gone with Godot, because I haven't used Godot in any appreciable way for like 2 years. It's been like 2.5 years since I last like really went into it and like tried to do something with it. And it's been like 6 years or something since I last did something in 3D, or 4 years, whatever. So it's been a while. So we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to try to go ahead and just see if I can port this over to Godot and get it in there. It's not that complicated of a game, even in its current stage. The GUI is going to be a pain, but everything else is, there's not that much there. This is a path, movement of the character. There's not that much. So I want to see how far I can get with it. So yes, thank you everyone who's saying the music was great. Thank you very much. This is going to be in Godot 3 because Godot 4, I tried booting it up. It did boot, but when I tried importing a blend file directly, which is a cool feature that seems to, be on the docket for Godot 4, it crashed. So I was like, well, it's still an alpha. It's not yet beta. It's not yet like that stable. Let me go ahead and just stick with Godot 3, especially considering it's not that complicated. I'm not going to be using a lot of the features of Godot, and it just needs to run. Like, I'm not looking for graphical fidelity. This is a PlayStation 1 style game. I'm just trying to make something that runs. I don't need something that's cutting edge necessarily. But yes, happy to see everyone's doing well. And yes, let's see what we can do. So I got the player character. He's here. He's in Godot. I got the animations. I'm not sure how I can make animations, how I can share animations between characters. So we'll see, because I'd like to be able to, like have a single library of animations rather, and all humanoid characters like the player or the construction worker or the neighbor, whatever. They can all share the same, animations because they all have the same armatures. So we'll see how that's going to work or how that's going to look moving forward. But for now, this is what we're going to be trying and seeing what comes out. Okay, so Godot 4 is going to be broken for like another year. That's unfortunate. We'll see how long it takes to get to a good level, a solid level. Lottie says, I want to say thank you, and you motivated me to code for a while, and I got a good job at Google. Wow, which is crazy. But yeah, keep on motivating the youth. That's great to hear. That's wow. What are the odds? Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, yeah, it's good to hear. Thank you for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate it indeed. So yes, let's get cracking. And this will be good because I'm more likely to work with, I know who I am if I'm working with Godot, or I'm more familiar with it. I don't really want to have to port I know who I am to, I could definitely port it to Ebiton. I feel like I would like to do so, to port it to Go, but at the same time, like, I have a lot of work done in Godot, so it might be easier to just go back and work with that when I'm like ready. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So let's get some music. First things first. That's really loud. Let's see. The future says the 3D animation stuff is still not great in Godot. Not sure if you'll be able to share animations. That's one of the things that the developers of Godot are doing for 4.0. I see. Let's see. I imagine it must be possible, like, as long as the... Hold on, let me try something here. Let's see, because if you have an animation node, or animation tree, animation player, assign animation, current animation. Are they like hard-coded into each animation player? Player of animation resources. Hmm. 3D is still lacking sort of simple stuff. Get animation. Let's see, animation. Get animation. So animation player. Snowbazera says rip Tetra. Not quite. If I could get Tetra to be like 200 to 400% faster, I would probably feel comfortable with that. But it currently, I feel like, is just, it's not too slow to maintain 60 FPS when running a game. But I feel like if you have a tool that, if I have a tool that I'm making and it runs at, let's say, 60 FPS, and there's other tools that you can use to run the same product at 800 FPS, it's like, why would I go with the 60 FPS option if I'm trying to make something that people will enjoy? I'm not making it for myself. I am making it for myself. I do want to make it, but also I'm making it for people to enjoy, to buy, to, you know, to enjoy and play. So, and you know, to take something away from. There's no reason to restrict the audience. I can restrict myself, but there's no reason to restrict the audience. If I'm making something serious, I want everyone to be able to play it, and the best way to do that is to use tools that are, you know, widely available and that are optimized. Godot, Unity, Unreal. You know, it's unfortunate there's still not that many 3D engines. Before this stream yesterday, I was looking at other engines, and there's just not that many that work consistently. Check out the Flax engine if you want. That's an engine. Default is another engine that works on Linux. I think Flax still needs a lot of work because it does not work for me at all, basically at all on Linux. But it might just be that I don't understand how to use it. And then Default is mainly for 2D stuff, but you can do 3D stuff with it. Let me actually take a look at Default real quick. Default. I know it has some 3D things, but I'm not sure how deep it has. I think it just supports DAE files, yeah. So you can basically import DAE files, and each DAE file has a single animation, which is like, bleh. I don't really want to do that. Let's see. I like 3D stuff is still lacking. They're imported per GLTF. I wish Godot 4 worked on your system because it makes 3D so much more enjoyable to code in. A lot changed. Godot 4 does work. It just crashed when I was trying to import a blend file. Well, let's see. Where's Godot at? This is part of the game development process, everybody. So Alpha 6 is released fortnightly, so every 2 weeks. It was released on April 6th, so it's going to be another 14 days. So April 20th would be the next alpha or beta. There will likely be breaking changes between this release and the first beta release. So that would be, I'm not sure if that means, let's see, the next release. No, okay, so the next release may or may not be the beta. Okay. If I'm aiming to finish this in short order, then I probably should use Godot 3, because I could try using Godot 4, but there's no guarantee that it would be done before the project is done. That it would be at least stable, a stable beta. I know that those two things don't go together, stable and beta, but like I could theoretically finish this thing by May and Godot's still in alpha, because alpha 1 was back in January, so it could be still in alpha for another 3 or 4 months, who knows. So I can't work with Godot 4. I have to work with the stable version because there's just no way to like be sure that this will work. Okay, fair enough, that's fine. So it looks like animation players don't actually where's the helping animation player? So the animation player doesn't play a bank of animations, like, or rather the animation player contains animations, but not in an appreciable, like, gettable way, which is weird. So I guess what I could do if I wanted to do this is make some sort of, what's the word? Auto-loaded, node that contains an animation player with the animations. I might be able to then get the animation from there Because when you say play, does it, you have to, okay, play string, so you can't play an animation reference. Okay. So yeah, like you said, it might not be possible to share. That's unfortunate. Coco's creator looks cool. They have 3D now. Let's see. Coco's. Is it mainly for mobile? Windows, Mac, Web, Android, iOS. No Linux, guys. Come on. You can do better. You could do it. You can do it. Hopefully they can do it one day. Let's see, learn. It just won't load. I guess it's okay. Here it goes. Download dashboard. Download. Yeah. So Mac. Just Mac. All right. Does not. Yeah. No Linux. That's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because it's like, especially with okay, so VS Code supports it. It's kind of crazy because like with the Steam Deck coming out, it's like now they might be like, oh, we should probably create a, port this over to Linux. And it's like, or maybe they thought that, or maybe they thought, well, it's not going to be that big. I don't know. It's interesting to see like more of Linux being in people's minds with the Steam Deck, and to have game development, game engines that kind of have just not been on Linux historically. And then it's like, now you're kind of playing catch up, or now it's like, there's going to be more of a demand to at least build for Linux, because it's like, well, that's what the Steam Deck runs. So you might see more and more people like, can we get a Linux port now than before? And it's like, if you had it before, then it wouldn't be an issue now. I don't know. We'll see if it changes at all, if anything changes. In any case, so Coco's creator, yeah, no Linux support, so that won't work for me. All right, so we can't share animations, which is a real shame. That's really unfortunate. I guess you could do it in blend file format. You could make a blend file that has all the animations and then link the animations into individual blends for like your NPCs, and then export GLTF from there. That's the theory, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll go with that idea. We'll see. All right, so first things first, we're gonna need to. Am I incorrect that you could disable 2D? You could disable like the 2D. You could disable stuff. I thought I remember you being able to disable parts of the editor. Maybe not. In any case, all right. So we have our guy. Don't remember how to. Oh, F is focus. Okay. All right. So he's there. We'll need to do some stuff. So let's go back over here. Player. Don't save. This is Godot. Yes. Okay. We don't need the box. I think we'll save. Yeah. Reload. Okay, let's see. For now, I'm just trying to see something real quick. Okay, why does this not appear when it's no material? There's no method to fix alpha border flags repeat. Okay. Because I'm trying to see how this is going to work exactly. We can't modify the GLTF file, so we'll need to create our own scene that we then embed the GLTF file in. Can we change this to import as a... No, it has to be like this. Okay. Shadow is just a mesh. How does this work? Like, why is it like... Like, it's in like alpha clip mode, and I'm not sure how to change that. Let's see. Is it using this material? Or rather, this material, shadow. Okay, yes, it is. So unshaded, albedo, texture. Okay, so we don't want filter on, so that's, I think we can set this here, right? Filter off, re-import. Or can we set this off here? So I might need to change it elsewhere. Filter, we want, or maybe I can set this in Blender. We want filter to be off, and we also want this is, yeah, we want alpha scissor off. Do I have it set to like clip alpha or something? No. It's weird. Support GLTF. And unshaded. All right. I'm not sure how we can set these properties. Michael says, hello, what's going on? Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm trying something different. You can delete this. I'm trying something different where I try Godot and see if I want to work with it moving forward. To see my reasoning go back to the beginning of the stream, because I talk about it like after maybe 7 minutes. And I am saying that because it's a lot. It's kind of like a long form thing, but basically I want this to be as accessible as possible for the user. And Tetra 3D, while it is cool, it's not really, I feel like, optimized enough to reach the vast majority of people. I feel like it's kind of something that only, like, it's interesting, but I'm not sure if it's good enough for public consumption, basically. But we'll see if I can get Godot to work to the same level of efficacy. So right now I'm just like looking over the options. I'm not trying to go full in on development yet. So the material is here, or no, the material is here. So changes here don't affect, like, I'm not, how am, let me see, because I'm like, changes here affect this here. Tether 3D as Godot render target. No, no, please. It's interesting because I'm making changes here. Do I have to save it? How do I save the material? I guess I must save the material. Okay. So let's go ahead and try that. So we'll set the transparency on. We'll turn off. Where was the other thing? There's so many like options everywhere. Okay. So we'll save this. All right, now we'll close player. Does this work? Yes, okay. All right, so we can make changes to individual materials and things that way. Of course, when we re-export, it's gonna overwrite those material changes, so that's not good, but at least we know that we can do that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and actually give this a shot. So let's open the player scene. This is right. We will need, we can delete, oops, we can delete this. We can add a collision shape. Is it okay, here we go. It will be a capsule. Radius is 0.5. Height is, yeah, that's fine. Can we rotate this? There we go. Save. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab the player, which is here. I guess we can put the player, we can make the player a kinematic body. Yeah, I guess we can make scene root, and then we don't need this anymore. There we go. Move the collision shape. I don't remember if this is the correct way to do this or not. All right, we can editable children. I guess that's fine. I just want to see the layout here. Skeleton, animation player. There we go. I remember this now. Or at least I learned this, so we have to push down all this stuff, all these animations. There we go. Save. Can we export this as a GLTF? Whoops. Materials export, placeholder, no export. Save this. Scene reload, please. Oh, the materials didn't export. That's right. So we have to export the materials to have them be even linked. All right. Okay, so we do want material export, export. Scene reload. Yes, okay. No. There we go. Okay, save. All right, so that doesn't have to loop. Idle does have to loop. Run does have to loop. Walk does have to loop. Save. Does this work? Reload, save scenes. Do these animation settings hold? They do not. I can make them local, but then I can't change them. Animations can be shared if you save the animation in Godot and then load a mesh that has the same armature as the one in the saved animation. Okay, the problem here, that's something to keep in mind, thank you. The problem here is that we can't set properties, like if the animation loops or not, or anything like that, from here unless we make the animation, or I'm sorry, make the player GLTF file local, which we can do, but then any changes we make to the GLTF file does not propagate to our player, I believe. Let's test it, just to see. Make local, and then just like add another animation. Export. Yeah, save this. Reload. Nope. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How are you supposed to do this then? How do you set an animation? How do you set animation properties if they won't save? Like, I don't mind so much if I can't change any of the animations here in Godot, but I do need to at least set them to loop, right? Oh, wait, can I, hold on. Can I do this? Can I, merge instance child scene? Is that the same thing as, yeah, that's just what I had before. New inherited scene? I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this. How do you... How do you do this? The icon refresh to icon in the top right inside the animation pane will set it to loop. Oh yeah, the problem, refresh icon. The problem, I don't have the problem I'm having is not that I cannot set animations to loop or anything like that. The issue is that if I set an animation to loop, or if I change the animations imported from Blender in any way, and then go back and re-export the GLTF file, like, it can't update. Because, like, basically, the two are mutually exclusive. Either I have is that the player node here is linked from the GLTF file, and so I can't make any changes to the animation, or I make the changes to the animation by making the player GLTF local, but now any changes I make in Blender are no longer pushed over here. Like, I can set it to loop now, I can set animations to loop, but if I do that, which is, you know, kind of necessary, because, I mean, right, how else are they going to loop? Unless I just play them constantly, I guess? Is that just what you have to do? But then if I re-export from here, now, like, none of my stuff here updates. So how do I do both? I guess is the question. Like, what's the right workflow here? Let's see. Let me take a look at the documentation here. In cases modifications by default, this is not possible because if the source asset changes, Godot will re-import the whole scene. It is possible, however, to make local modifications by using scene inheritance. Try to open the imported scene and the following dialog will appear. In inherited scenes, the only limitations for modifications are nodes can't be removed, sub-resources cannot be edited. Okay. Okay. So it's saying I can add, for example, a collision shape here with a capsule that has a radius of 0.5 and is rotated up 90 degrees. And it's positioned where I want, okay. And then okay, so something like this. All right, so let's try this. Let's see how this works out. So here's our original, where we just made it local. The animations did, or at least I think the looping did save, or would have saved. Here's my approach. Yeah, the animations aren't saving. The properties aren't saving. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Like, how could you ever make something in 3D? If you open the GLTF file as an inheritance scene, save that and keep open the GLB file as a tab the way the inherited. That way the inherited GLTF will update. Open it as an inherited scene, save it, and keep it open as a tab. When you say keep the GLB file open as a tab, you mean open anyways? Open. Oh. Well, the problem I'm having isn't that it's not updating. The problem is if I have it set up like this, where the scene is an inherited, like the player is inherited from the player GLTF file, which is fine. I can't set any of the animations to be looped. That's the problem. It's not a fun experience as much as I wanted to use Godot. That's not what I wanted to hear. Okay. Well, shoot. I mean, like, maybe 3D is just not there. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just not there. But it seems like this is such a like this is such a basic thing to fix, right? It's just like this is a purely workflow related issue. You might need to open the GLT file, create a new inherited scene, and overwrite it. Why would I overwrite the GLTF file? Or like, how would that help, I guess, is the question rather. It isn't there in Godot 3. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so overwrite the old inherited? Oh, you mean the GLTF file? Or are you talking about the original? Okay, let me start over. Maybe it's just not there for 3D. Maybe Godot's just not good for 3D. The things I've heard was just basically it wasn't there in terms of like optimization, which is like, that's not such a big deal. But I mean, in terms of workflow, it should definitely be there because that's something you can easily, you have a control over that directly. It's not like, oh, there's so much optimization to do. There is, but I mean, like, there's not that much workflow related stuff to do where it's like you can immediately fix it. It's just like, this is the problem, this should be doable, etc. Animation retargeting. Well, the problem maybe is there can you name, is that how you do it in Godot? Do you name animations? Where's the player at? Hold on, before I do this, let me check import here. Animation import FPS filter script storage. Maybe this is the trick. Maybe this is the trick. Okay, so let's say if we store the animation as .anim files, I guess that means that we can rewrite them later. But that doesn't really help, because even if that allows me to set animations to be looped now, when I re-export it from Blender, when I add another animation, it will kill the changes. No? Let's see. All right, let's just give it a shot. So 60 FPS, we want to import the animations. Let's put them in files. That way we have some way to access them later and change them. This is all fine. Yeah. Materials can be in files, I guess. That's fine. All right. So let's re-import. What did it do? So it made TRES files. Made a player.tres. Where'd the animations go? Idle, run. Oh, they just got named. Ooh, that's no good. Okay, so I'm learning some stuff. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna start over basically. I don't want to just dismiss this, because I want to at least give Godot a fair shake here and give it a shot. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's go back to Godot. Let's make sure it's closed. Okay, we're gonna nuke this entire graphics directory. I think SFX is probably fine. I think the plan is fine. BGM is fine. So I'm gonna nuke the GFX. We're gonna make a new folder, GFX. We're gonna make a new folder, player, and that's where we're gonna put the player stuff. Okay, let's see. Player. We'll save this guy here. We'll export his GLTF here. Fantastic. Where's this man's texture? Yeah. There we go. Save. All right. Export GLTF. Okay. All right. So now we have our GLTF file. So we have player, we have the texture, we have the GLTF file. Everything's here. Okay. We will now go to here. It will not import. Oh wait, will it? Okay, I don't know why the icon is an X, but yeah, it loads. Okay, cool. All right, so we want to make sure that this imports. So materials can be stored as .material, that's fine. Animations, we want them to be 60 FPS, and we want to import them as .anim, I guess, that's fine. Yes, re-import. Okay, so we have animations here. Well then, can we share the animations by putting them elsewhere, I wonder? New inherited scene. Can animation player, so editing imported animation. So wait, can we save then? Where's the save option? How can you save? Can you save? Because I'm editing the animation, am I not? In the animation button? Where? Oh, here. Okay, save. Okay, so now we've saved the idle animation. This. I see. Okay, that's weird, but it's doable. So now if I new inherited animation idle loops. Okay. All right, this is doable. This is doable. Oh lordy, this is this is doable. It's barely doable, but it's doable. This still is kind of problematic, I think, because if I let me close some stuff because I have a lot of stuff open. Hold on. Okay. So it's awkward because if I then change an animation, oh, this is, yeah, there we go. I changed an animation, right? So here's the running animation. I say, oh, I don't like it like this. I want to make it slower, whatever, like that. Then I export it GLTF. What happens? Yes. Go back over here. This is still run. This is still a short run cycle, right? Yeah. If I close it, I make a new inherited. Okay, that's correct. The run cycle is slower now. So if I save it, then tweak it, export it, then it gets overwritten. Okay, well, that's not really ideal at all. But I don't really think there's a way around it, unfortunately. Yeah. Ooh. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not even sure how this should work. That's the thing that's kind of crazy, because it's like, you know, you want to have the user, the developer, be able to make changes to an animation as necessary, but at the same time, if he exports his animations again, they will all be overridden. Yeah, I remember is there a way to like name or tag animations and be like, oh, this should loop? There has to be, surely. Like that I can't be the first and the only person. GLTF can't be the only person to do this. Okay, let's see, animation, 3D. Okay, animation. Inputs and outputs. Let's see, exporting 3D scenes. Where is GLTF? Oh, you can export as GLTF. Import process. Because I remember there being like, you can name objects to make them generate collision objects and stuff like that. Am I misremembering? I thought that you could. Import options, root node, special custom script. I guess you can do that. Storage, materials. This one, the project is run. Which tracks from which animations should be kept? Storage, optimizer clips. Import hints. Many times when editing scene, there are common tasks that need to be done after exporting. Okay, so remove nodes, create collisions. Create navigation meshes. Animation loop. Okay. Animation clips in the Collada document that start or end with the token loop or cycle will be imported as a Godot animation with the loop flag set. Does not require a hyphen. Okay. All right, so this should work. Okay. You know what, let me just start from scratch here. I want to make sure this exports correctly. Only for Collada? Only for Collada? I mean, yeah, you're right. I did read that. I just assumed that. Come on, that's stupid. There's no way. That makes no sense. You're telling me that this is something they don't recommend using Collada, but the recommended way of doing it does not support this feature that is very common to game development. That doesn't make sense. Come on. Surely that doesn't make sense. New inherited. Come on. Stop playing. Stop playing. Export GLTF. Godot. Re-import with animations, please. Thank you. Okay, so open anyway. Thank goodness. Okay. I was about to say, all right, this does work. All right, we can use this. That's fine. That's fine. What? That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right, so we can use this. All right, we're good. So this will be our player. This will be our player character. He's gonna be here. We're gonna name him player. Capital P. We're gonna give him a collision shape. We're gonna give him a capsule. It's going to be 0.5. It's going to be rotated. Oops. I can't. Okay, can't undo that. Let's just start over and do it like that. Okay, and then we want to move it up by 1. Yeah. Okay, so there's our character. Save. This will be the player. We'll put it in a folder. We'll put in the player. We'll put in an objects folder. We'll save it there. Okay, cool. He's got a shadow. I forgot. It is invisible. Why? Oh, because our shadow object texture. Oh, whoops. It's not here. It's not here. There we go. All right, save, export GLTF. Okay. What is this? Oh, I see. Okay, can we change this to be a kinematic body? Change type. There we go. Oh, do I have to re-import? Let's see. Can I sing reload? Let's see. Like, please just work. Where's the texture? Where's the texture for the shadow? It reads here. Okay. All right, so it's supposed to be here. Let's export this as a GLTF. Yes, please. Thank you. Reload. Open anyway. Bruh, where's the texture, dude? Skeleton, material. Why is there no material on this? It's supposed to be here. Let's see. Texture. Materials. Okay, re-import. Alright. Open anyway. Where is it, dude? Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. So the texture is supposed to be there. Like we're seeing it, right? I'm looking right at it. It's supposed to be a texture here. Like I know the GLTF file has it in there, right? Yeah, okay. Base color texture index 1. Yeah, index 1 shadow. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so why isn't Godot pulling it in? By default, the materials are kept on re-import. You must uncheck keep on re-import in the import settings of the GLTF file. Huh? Oh. Why? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, it's just like, okay, sure. Okay, so, this is now black. We need this to be different, so we need to change this. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. We don't want alpha scissor. We want transparent on. Why does it look like this? Wasn't it before? Didn't we have it where it was transparent and no alpha scissor, and that's what made it like look right? Why does it look so bad now? Opaque pre-pass? Opaque only. I guess that's it. Okay. We wish to save this. Like, I don't like, just to be honest, just being 100% honest with you, I'm not sure if they fixed this in Godot 4, but like I don't like how everything is different in terms of where saving is. For scenes, it's under scene. For other stuff, there's a button. For animations, it's under animation. I don't like that. just being 100%, like keeping it 100% real with you. If there's any Godot developers who ever watch this, like all of these save things are under different menus in different places. They have to be in different places, of course, but they have different contexts. Like you might think like, oh, where the saving option for this resource is going to be under like a resource menu. No, there's a save button. Oh, the saving option for this is going to be under like, you know, top left. No, it's under animation. And then scene, there's nowhere you can save scene anywhere here except for at the top left. It's just weird. It's just like, I understand why it all is the way it is, but if it could be like consolidated to be the same everywhere, that would be good. I don't know if it's possible, but this is just like, it's not consistent. It's not consistent. And it's just like, hopefully 4.0 will improve, hopefully. Control S is also saving the scene and project. Yeah. It's weird. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is working. All right. So that's working. So we're good. We can save. Oh. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's working. We're good. We can save. Did I import this? Okay, so this is an inherited scene, I guess? Are all of the resources... What? Am I crazy? Hold on. I thought I made it an inherited scene. I thought that means that the scene, like the new scene is, like the elements are, that's not what it means? Like this is not linked anymore to the GLTF file. The animations are, because they are stored in files. And the materials, but the mesh itself is no longer linked to the GLTF file. What? Did I do something? Yeah, these are all gray here, but they're not gray here. Like they're all local. Let me try this again. Maybe I... Okay. All right. Collision shape. Capsule. 0.5. Rotate. Move up. Okay. Wait, what? No, all this stuff is... What? This isn't linked anymore. Wait, hold on. New inherited. These are all gray. I add a collision shape. Is it because I changed the type? Is that why it happened? What? What? This doesn't... It just silently, like, kills the link. It just silently kills the link. Come on, guys. The... it just you see what's happening? It just silently kills the link. So this is none of this stuff is local to the scene file. You change the type to anything, and now all this stuff is local to the scene file. It's like, bro, what? Like what? Can't operate on nodes the current scene inherits from. Okay, let me just change the type. And now I can delete it. It's just like, bro, like, and it silently does it. Like, if it was like, oh, this is something that has to happen, there's no alternative, and it brings up a menu or it brings up a window and says this is the case, you know, okay, there's no problem. But this, like, it just silently does it, and you might be spending, like, you might spend an hour, like, getting everything the way you want it, only for Godot to silently unlink it, not tell you, and then you spend like an hour like hunting down, like, is it a bug? Am I, you know, I'm making changes in the blend file, it's not updating in my scene file, what's going on? That's so insane. And the crazy thing about it, I think the crazier thing about it is you can go to import and change the type of the root. So if I say I want it to be a kinematic body and then re-import and then make a new inherited, it's a kinematic body. So the issue is not that it is like you can't, it has to be a spatial. The issue is you can't change it to be a spatial after importing it. Otherwise it will kill the link. That's the stupidest. I'm sorry. Like it's just like, it's like, why is this here? Why is this specific bug here? Like it's just how? Why? So if I import it as a kinematic body, then change the type to be just an ordinary spatial, the links are killed. Like I just want a 3D engine that just works. That's it. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be cool. It just has to work. It just has to do what it does and not get in the way. That's it. Just let me play stuff. Just give me like some collision checking. I'm good. Like that's all I need, dude. And it's just like there's so many. Like this is, I always get the same feeling whenever I work with Godot, where it's just like it just has to do one thing and it doesn't do it consistently. Okay. All right. That's just. I'm trying to see what I even want to do. Do I want to keep going with Godot? Let's keep going with Godot. Let's keep going with Godot. Let's keep going. I'm trying to give it a fair shake. It's not perfect. This is fine. Oh, this is a collision polygon. Material changed again. Like, I guess that's to be expected, but it's still annoying. No, please, what? Lottie just says no, please. Well, please, no, please, what? Okay. Yeah, it's just it's not. I don't want to say it's not good. That's disingenuous. It's not that it's not good. It's that it's not comfortable. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work. It's not on point. It's not on point. Let me try something real quick. Hold on. All right. It's different. Godot's definitely different. Yeah, it's frustrating. Unfortunately, landing on Unreal. I mean, Unreal. You know, people make stuff with it. Like I can't even hate on Unreal. Like I tried it, or booted it up, and it seems super complicated. But I think I would rather have something that's super complicated that works than something that looks simple but is actually like. It doesn't quite work the way it should, because it says any other option will have its flaws. I don't have a problem with flaws. I have a problem with I don't have a problem with limitations. I don't have a problem with things not working perfectly. I have a problem with just like things that should be relatively easy to fix not being fixed, I guess, is the, like, I don't know, is just to be like straight up with you. I as someone who is coming to Godot fresh after a couple of years, I can't see someone making a game in Godot in 3D, spending 30 minutes on it, like I have, over an hour or so, 30 minutes or an hour, and not running into this issue. So I don't understand how we can be in like the 15th year of Godot being, used. It's not actually that long in terms of it publicly being available. It's maybe been 7 years, 8 years. Like how we could be this far along and still have just basic stuff. Like I don't mind if it's like, when I do this and I do that and I run this, then it crashes, or I do this and I do that and then when I run this function, then it messes up the display. I don't have a problem with like super in-depth, deep stuff, being bugged or not working. It's just like this is basic workflow where it's just like you import something and then you do something and it just silently breaks, and it's like I can anyone who uses this can see this. Anyone who uses this can be like, oh, I don't want this to be a kinematic body. Let me change the type. All this stuff is broken. It's like, it's just like, how are we here? I guess is the question. How are we here with Godot's development? How are we here after years? And it's just like, it's still broken in very basic ways, very reproducible ways, in ways that everyone who does 3D will probably run into. And it's just like where's the like where I don't know, man. Usually you don't edit the GLTF file. I'm not editing the GLTF file or the inherited scene in Godot. You create a new scene and instance that inherited scene. Isn't this the way you use this feature? Am I using it incorrectly? I was under the impression that this is the right way to do it. You import. You create a new. When you double click, you can either open it anyway, or create a new inherited scene. I do, and then this is. Like, it seems like it's presenting me with this as though I'm supposed to put my stuff here, right? Or are you saying that I'm supposed to like make a new scene and then put the GLTF file in here like this? Which, I don't mind doing it this way, but when you do it this way, it implies this is free to be edited. It's not like when you do this and click on new inherited, it creates this. It doesn't create this layout. It creates this layout where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to put stuff here. I assume that's why they have this, is so that you can make an inherited scene where you're putting Godot's stuff next to GLTF's imported results. I assume maybe that's not the case. Does Godot 4 still have this issue? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see, everybody. Actually, I think I deleted it. I deleted it. Or wait, maybe I deleted it just a couple minutes ago. Can I kick this out? I cannot. Can I make a new window, please? Thank you. Did I put it in the trash? Can I retrieve it? I'm going deep. Yeah, okay, here it is. Restore. Okay, so here's Godot 4. I'm going to create a new project here. Well, I don't even want to go with Godot 4 because I don't know how long it's going to be in alpha. It's not ready. Even if Godot 4 does not have this issue, I wouldn't want to use it. I wouldn't feel comfortable using it. Snow says, I wish I was smart enough to help with the performance on Tetra. Don't even worry about it. Like, it would have to be drastically better. I don't feel like I don't feel like it's doable in the short term. It might be if I like completely redesign Tetra in terms of its data structures, like where vertices lie in memory and stuff like that, cache misses, that kind of like super in-depth stuff. Maybe I could squeeze out more performance, but in terms of just like, oh, you know, I, you know, did this or that, and now the FPS is better. I don't think there's anything left like that to do, on the most part, except for multi-threading, which again is, you know, even when I did it, I didn't get a massive improvement. I got like a 50% improvement, 40%. So not, it's not bad, but not drastic enough to be like, okay, I could see making a full game in this. Okay, yes, so let's try something else. I don't like Lua, but Default is available, and that has an option for 3D stuff. What did I do? Their approach to 3D is to go with DAE files that have individual animations. I don't like that idea, but I don't mind a workflow that works if it's not slow and it works. So we'll see. Let me see here. I don't really hear people talking about Default that much, so it's interesting to think about. Lottie says Default 3D isn't good, it's okay. Default workflow is excellent. Default's workflow is excellent. Okay. I mean, I don't need something that's like super great 3D. I just need it to be like comfortable. That's, I feel like the hardest thing about making a game is, you know, struggling with things that are just hard to do. Oh, this is the library. Oh, okay. Struggling with things that are just hard to do, as opposed to, you know, making something look good or even be performant. Well, performance is important, but where is 3D at? There it is. Importing 3D models. All right, let's see. Export them into separate DAE files and gather the files into an animation set. That's annoying, but that's annoying. That's annoying, but model must consist of a single material and single mesh. Ooh, that's a little tight. Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll see. Play animation, animate the cursor, animation. Yeah, I don't care for Lua at all. But I could try Kivi, which is Python that has 3D and 2D. I don't want to just jump around. I wanted to give Godot a shot. I still do want to give Godot a shot. But at the same time, I'm also good with trying other things. But Python, like kicking, let's see, what about packaging? Yeah. Packaging, nothing for Linux. Okay, that's great. Butler Studio says, can you see my messages? Yeah, you're not shadow banned, no. You said it has 2D and 3D and uses hacks. Oh, monogame. Monogame doesn't use hacks, it uses C#. Unless you're talking about Armory 3D. Give try Firefox if I don't mind Rust. Rust. I'm not a huge fan of Rust. I don't like Lua. I don't like Rust. I'm a very particular set of skills. You took my desire to make games, and I'm gonna track you down. I have a very particular set of skills. Good luck. All right, I have to think. I don't like Rust, dude. Rust is just like, I don't want to borrow check. Python, there's no distribution tools, even though the language isn't bad. Lua is like, it starts from 1, dude. Array counting starts from 1, and tables and arrays are just bad. It's just like there's so many just like awkward parts about each of those languages, even though fundamentally they're good languages. It's just like, yeah, kind of tough to deal with. All right, so let's go ahead and at least just try to get our character up and running. Heaps.io. Oh yeah, messages with links don't get saved. I'm not sure why. I don't have anything in my settings, I believe. But yeah, messages with links just don't get saved, don't get posted. I'm not sure why. Heaps.io. Yes, with hacks. Love the idea of hacks. The workflow or the build tools are just horrible for hacks on Linux in general, in my opinion. Like for Windows, I think it's good or something like that, but for Linux, it's just like, it's kind of a pain. I can give it a shot. Let's see, does it have any collision stuff? No. Events and interactions. FBX models. FBX, ew. GPU particles, lights, material basics, world batching render target. Okay, so it's got some stuff that you would expect or like to see. Hash link, virtual machine, DirectX, SDL. SLTP for. He says no GLTF. Unfortunate. Have you considered building a renderer targeting OpenGL instead? I haven't really thought about it too much because I'm not sure how I would even do that. And also, there's not that much to Tetra 3D to the point where like that would be Tetra 3D 2.0 or maybe 1.0 would be just replacing an entire thing with OpenGL calls and stuff on desktop and using other appropriate frameworks or rendering tools for other platforms. So OpenGL, I guess, or Vulkan on Linux and Windows, and then Metal on Mac, and then and iOS and whatever else. I guess Vulkan on Android too. Something like that. Like that's an idea, but I don't know how complicated that would be. That feels like a really like heavy thing to do. But maybe I should give it a shot considering how like there's no way to make a cross-platform 3D game in Go. And I like Go. I think Go is a great language. So I would use GoGL for this. For Windows, Mac, and Linux, or at least Windows and Linux, I suppose. Lucretia says, what's wrong with Unity? I don't know enough about Unity. People complain about it a lot, but it's just, I guess you're going to get that when you have something that's massively popular. You're going to get a lot of people who complain because there's just some percentage of people are going to complain about, you know, whatever it is. So if you have 100 people, that's one person. Let's say it's 1%. If you have 1 million people, that's, you know, 10,000 people. So it's, you know, I've heard people complain about Unity, but at the same time, for my purposes, it probably would be fine. Epi10 connects with OpenGL Metal. Epi10 uses GLFW, which uses OpenGL, or you might use Vulkan. I'm not sure which of the two. but Ebitin draws, like it's rendering triangles directly, like individually. Like there's no 3D support in Ebitin. If I had a 3D engine, then I wouldn't have to have a depth buffer, and that alone might speed up things considerably. Raylib. Let's see. Raylib. Thing about Raylib is Raylib Go has not been updated in a while. Last time I checked. That's good. You know, not that commit is not old, but I think the C sources haven't been updated in a while. On animations. Function added without examples. Examples will need to use unsafe slice. Animations are not supported. Okay, so he just added animations. If I can do animations, I might be able to work with Raylib Go. Not sure if it would hit 3D though. I mean, hit Android. It does hit Android. Does it hit iOS? This might be good enough. Physics. Rectangular physics body. These are two-dimensional. People supported Raylib to the Vita. It's pretty nice. IQM for animations. I think it had... Is that... Oh, no. Well, I thought that it had GLTF support. Okay, yeah, I got merged in 2021. Does it have GLTF? Load animations. Calls load model animations. Let's see. So this takes out IQM. Okay, so it supports GLTF and IQM individually. Does that mean that this works? Raylib Go supports GLTF? Okay, so this might be usable. I don't think Raylib has, I'm not sure if Raylib has any like collision stuff, but you know, I obviously made that with I can't think. I made that with Tetra. So I might be able to just like smush Tetra out into its own collision checking library. This might work. Because I did like Raylib. I actually like Raylib a lot. But it wasn't really being updated at all. The Go port wasn't being updated at all. So I was like, okay, well, if it's not being updated, then you know I have to look for other things. But if Raylib Go does work, then I would be able to use actual OpenGL or actual rendering technology to build the game, which is really what I wanted. Godot doesn't support Go. It doesn't support Go natively, but there is the ability to use programming languages as like an add-on through GD native, I think. Is that correct? I'm not sure. SEL can be ported to most, if not all, devices. I wrote some of the GLTF animation support for it, but never finished it. Are you sure, Snow? Because I looked at it just on the repo here, and it does. Is that not for? Oh, is it? Is that case? December 10th. Does it not support animations? Are you? Maybe you're right. It doesn't support animations. Maybe you're right. Lord, like I just need a game engine, dude. I just want a game engine that works. And the thing that's crazy to me is that like what I'm looking for is not like the top of the line game engine. Like I'm not looking for like Unreal. I'm not looking for you know, Frostbite engine, you know, the Resident Evil remake engine. Like I'm just talking about like I just want an engine that allows me to basically display a cube. In a performant way that ideally doesn't happen in a web context, but rather happens on like a window on your computer. Like I'm not looking for like an insane amount of content and just like control. I'm just looking for like a really simple 3D engine, and it just seems like there's nothing available. Godot is the best bet, but like it's not quite there. It's not quite there, not in terms of performance, but in terms of usability. If I could use Godot without using Godot, could I use Godot without like interacting with it at all? Like, can I import stuff without? Can I use it purely from a scripting standpoint? I guess is the question. G3N is a 3D engine written in Go. That's true, but it doesn't. Wait, does it? It doesn't support. Like, isn't it just Windows, Mac, and Linux? WebAssembly is almost there. No mobile. Ideally, I would like mobile to be there. You can use Godot servers, everything without UI. Rendering server. Maybe I can render. Like if I don't use the UI and just do everything in code. No, that seems stupid. I mean, but does it seem stupid? Is it that absurd? Am I insane? Godot headless. All right. Let's at least give Godot a shot. Let's keep working on it, working with it, and see how far we can get. If for nothing else, this will be interesting. Okay, I need a camera. Do we put a camera here in the player? I guess we can. No, that's right, I think. Or wait, XYZ? Can I rotate it around? Okay. There's no way to set this as autoplay, is there? I don't know if this will work. Idle loop. Okay, he's idling. Yeah, he's doing it. Can we set the render screen? I would recommend watching Blender to Godot. Read character workflow. Starts 20 minutes in the video. Might solve your issue. Maybe so. Maybe that would help. Is it here? Tablet driver. Where is... Is this it? Is this what I'm looking for? Let's see. Project settings. Oh, I see. Okay, so it was something like 320 divided by, or 16 divided by 9 times, no, 9 divided by 16 times 320, 180. Right. So it was like 640, 360, something like that. No, that's not right. What was the original size I had? $398 and $224. Okay, 398 times 2. 224 times 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this isn't what I want to see. Is it viewport? It's weird. I thought for sure, wasn't it? Wasn't there a mode where like you could set the screen size and it would am I tripping? Let me see. I thought there was a mode you could set where... Okay, this is the mode. All right. Where like, yeah, where it's like, it basically is like low resolution. It's 320, 398, 224. We'll try this first. Okay, not that, but rather, okay. What? Did it like not apply? Or do it, maybe you need to save. You need to save, okay. That looks weird, doesn't it? Doesn't it look kind of... It's like, is it anti-aliasing? Is that what's going on? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe not. All right. What is the desired effect? Basically, it feels like it's not crisp. Like the edges aren't crisp. Like if you look at the game in Tetra 3D, it's crisp. Like the corners, the edges of the edges are like really sharp. Whereas in Godot, it feels like it's like blurring. Like it feels like it's blurring as he moves around. I'm trying to find the window. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that, did you turn off the filter? Is there a filter on the screen? The texture being anti-aliased? It's not the texture, like the texture on the mesh, but it could be the texture on the screen. Is this it? Maybe it's these two? Yeah, it's something weird. It feels like that's slightly better. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Trying to filter in the import settings for the texture of the mesh. I don't think it's that, but let me try it because I do want that to be done as well. I just feel like there's something else going on. Turn that off. Yeah, it's hard to see. We will just keep going. Let's just keep going. All right, so let's see, maps. We will actually not take all of the maps. We will do it like this. That's fine. Switch to a pinned. Scene, street. Here we go. Okay, so we'll save this as street. Put it in there. Where's the tile set at? It's here. This out here, maps. Oh, this is not gonna save at all correctly. Yep. Assets. GFX maps street. Oh wait, is there a thing for this? External data, find missing files. Can I find? Oh wait, external data, report missing files. Well, guess we'll have to do this manually, I suppose. And we're doing this manually because we can't know for sure where I don't want to do this manually. Let's just do it this way because like we might need the tile, we will need the tile set to be usable in other things, but you know, whatever, that's fine. We'll just do it like this. Power line. What else? think that's it. Folding chair. Trailer, cone, wall. Okay, all this stuff goes in here. Oh no. Find missing files. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we still need shadow. The shadow texture, which we shall put here. Here. Go back to the cool game, by the way. Thanks. Is your character unshaded in Tetra 3D? He is. Oh no, he is not unshaded in Tetra 3D. Maybe I'll start over with the design of this map so I don't have to do everything over again. I mean, like, this works, but it's like, yeah, actually, let's start over. Let's start over. Because I think if we do this right, I'm placing a lot of stuff here manually in Blender, when in truth, in Godot, you don't need to do that, right? You can use Godot to do it. And that's the right way to do it. So we will start off fresh. We will instead do this like this. We will append from here the object that we want, which is house. Okay. And also we want to append the door. Can we go in reverse order? All right, so now, yeah, so here we go. This will be the house. We want GLTF, we want to remember, export, okay. And then also we want, let's see, there's a couple of ways to do this with Godot. Like, we could build the world using grid pieces. That's a way to do it. We can close this. Let's see. Right? Isn't there a grid map? Yeah. 3D tile-based maps. But will I use this mechanic? I don't know. And I also don't know how this exactly works. I would not recommend grid map. So that hasn't changed in 2 years. Grid map is still trash. Not trash, but it's still like not the way to do this. CSG map mesh. Okay, new plane mesh. How does this work? Grid map is awful. Yeah, it's not great. Okay. How does CSG mesh? You need a material? Okay. And then what? What is this? It's like Pro Builder meshes. Like what do you got? What do you mean? Like what is the use of this? Does it like combine together or something? Oh, I see. It does combine. Okay. So I see. Quickly prototyping levels. I think I see rather. So okay. I don't use them that often. Okay. I think I get the idea. Oh, this is the wrong tile set. So I wanted to grab this grass. So before I continue, let's see. Trench Broom is the best CSG editor. Way faster than doing stuff in Blender, but I also hate Blender. There's learning curve. Good plugin to get the maps in. Okay, I'm looking at the video here. So I'm just like, what is this thing? So it's a whole old like not BSP editor. I guess it's a BSP editor, but like it's a BSP editor of the past. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering if I want to go through this route to get my map. I mean, I have the map basically done in terms of the design, so I don't know if I want to go through the CSG approach. But even if I did want to, like, how does this work? Do you add like how do you like create? Gotta love not being able to redo. That's great. Just love it. Can't get enough of not being able to redo things I undo. Let's see. CSG Polygon. So is this? Oh, now it does it. I see. I see, I see, I see. That's the utility of it. Okay. I see, I see. Okay, that's... I could see the utility of that. That's kind of cool. Not sure if I could really make use of that, though. Because, like, while it... Well, let me give it a shot. Let's see. So let's say we wanted to do this. So... There's no plane? No? Okay, so Polygon... Well, I guess you could just use a CSG mesh. But there's still, you can't change the... I never really thought about it, but why can't I click on stuff? Why you have to... why you have to select... You can't just click, or even select, you have to select the entire, like... It's so busted. It's so busted, dude. Come on. Can't select. You just can't select. You have to select literally 100% of the object. All right. Like, how do you even program that? Anyway, I'm just wondering, like, how, like, what's the code look like that makes this not work, but this work? Like what? How is that even possible? All right. Okay, so we have... I guess what's the point of this? Is it just the CSG Polygon that does the thing? Oh, you have to have a combiner? Snap. Usually mesh. CSG cylinder. Does it also need a material? Radius, height, radius, cone on. I mean, isn't it supposed to, like, or is it doing it? I guess it is doing it. It is? I guess it is. Okay. The point is easy and fast basic shape manipulation, neither of which Godot seems to do right, or Unity for that matter. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate your suggestions. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll use Trench Room. I could see the utility of that. Definitely does seem fun and fast. The CSG stuff in Godot rather seems a little lacking. It feels like it, but maybe I just am not using it correctly or enough. All right, let's. How do we even want to do this? Because we have this. Oh, it won't load. That's right. We have to fix the textures. I mean, like, in this scene, like, I don't even know if Trench Broom would really help, because it's not, like, I'm placing objects to make the scene work. I'm not using this traditional BSP approach, where you have walls, and it's, like, mainly an internal area. I'm not sure if this design really works with Trench Broom. So I think what I'm going to do, is now I think about it, or now that I am thinking about it, it might be better, let me... How do I even want to do this? This is such an interesting thing. Interesting concept. Because I think if I do it right, it could work, but I'm not sure if I'm... Let me see. Let's try this. Won't work, will it? I'm trying to see how I would even want to design this. You make a building and then save and reuse it. Yeah. Oh, you can do that? Dump truck DS. Okay. I recommend the Church Broom 2 tutorials playlist. Okay, that maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. Because there's only a couple ways I could do this, right? Or there's a few ways I could do this, I guess is the right way to say it. I can design the maps in Blender. I can design the maps in Godot, or I can design the maps elsewhere. If I design the maps in Blender, I could design them in pieces and then put them together in Godot, or I could design the entirety of the thing in Blender and then import it into Godot and place the objects, which I feel like would be a better approach, rather than like putting the entire thing in Blender or something like that. I feel like it would be better to design the map, like the entire map in Blender, and then just put the stuff, design the ground, I guess you could say, in Blender, and then put everything else in Godot. Does that make sense? That programmer Tom, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm undergoing an existential crisis of sorts. Hope everything is going well with you. Hopefully. A modular design. Yeah, I think modular is good. Either in Blender or in Godot, it should be modular, where I have like pieces of the, you have pieces of the map where you have streets or whatever, because I mean, we're going to be reusing some of this stuff. Even in a small game, we're going to be reusing it. So I think we want some things like this. Okay, so here's a street, right? Let's turn off filtering. Okay. Let's see here. So this design is going to change. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. I think. Oh yeah, no, I'm in the right place. Is this using the... Yeah. Alright, hold on. Okay, what we're gonna do... please go in. I don't know why it was not going in. Alright, man, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Being on the street would have been faster than trench boom, not gonna lie. Blender does that coal back faces, that is correct. Not by default. It'd be better if it was in the engine. Yeah, I think I agree with everybody. Oh, just finally. Alright. Alright, Linux, nice. Excellent. Nice nice file manager crash. GG. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is the idea. So let's see. How big should a street be? We'll make it so that a street is just this big. We'll have cycle that. There we go. There. Okay, so this is gonna be a street. Straight. Okay. All right, so now we have a wall essentially. This actually looks like I like this. I wonder if we can just kind of like, we cannot. Trying, everybody. Oh yeah, I can just do this. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna like this is on and off. Okay. I kind of like that actually, but the core idea is this, like that. This is just the core idea here. Actually, I guess it would be better if we didn't do that. All right, cool. So we will call this street pieces. Yeah, so this is the idea, is that basically we'll just make pieces, and then in Godot we can piece them together. How we're gonna do that, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Does this open? Can we read this? We can. It does. Okay. Looks like garbage. Just the way I like it. All right. Now let's keep it pushing. Street pieces are not here. Where did they go? Did I not export them? I did not. We don't want a GLB if possible, because that is harder to know what's going on with than otherwise. GLTF, please. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so ideally, I think I want to pull a piece of, like, I want to pull pieces out. Is there any way I can do that? Merge from scene. No, okay. Not like that. Import from node. So it might be possible, but I think we might need to make a new inherited scene first. Like this. And then over here we can say merge from scene. Straight. Okay. So then we can go like that. Support GLTF. Apply modifiers, please. Oh, but it doesn't pull the data. It does pull the data. Wait, excuse me? Hold on. What? Do I have to? Okay. The default, can I set no filter as the default for texture? Didn't I set the texture to be filterless? What? Set as default. Let's see. Is this tileset.material? Okay. Yeah, we can't save it. Why is this like halved? I'm having so much trouble, dude. Is it because it's not imported? Okay. But now we see, that's what I'm talking, like you can't make changes to things you import. Like here is like we make a new scene, we can't You do have tile map 3D. I heard that was, well, that other people were saying that was trash. The grid map. This is grid map. And of course it doesn't take just an ordinary scene. Like that's cool. That would be cool. Maybe I should use hammer, not hammer, but trench broom. Maybe that would be more what I want. I don't know how to use it, so I wouldn't be able to use it now, but maybe that kind of thing is what I want. Like this could work kinda. Yeah, see, like, isn't it? It's blurry. It feels a lot blurrier than Tetra. Post processing anti-aliasing is on. I don't think it is though. Like that's what it does feel like, but it doesn't look like it. Post FX or AA on in engine settings. None of this stuff. Let's see. Nearest emit map filter MSAA is disabled, FXAA is off. Oh no. Editor, no. Rendering quality. Try searching at the top. FXAA, anti-AA. No, none of the filters are on, but it looks blurry. Like I'm not even like it looks like noticeably blurry. Like it's not even. And I can see that it's the nearest filtering is on, but you can see this like mip mapping. It gets just real bad in the distance. And this isn't even that far. This is just like a little ways out. And it feels like there's blurring on the sides of the pixels. Turn up anisotropic. That's not the word. Turn up anisotropic filtering level. I can try that. Actually probably will help, yeah. It didn't help. Oh wait, I have to save, I think, and then run or something. It definitely feels like sometimes I change this and it doesn't apply. No, it's like really bad in the distance, like super blurry. Is mip mapping and texture import on? Maybe I have to turn that off. Mip maps are off. Should they be on? Like it's not crisp. It's not crisp. This is blurry. The edges are blurry. Yeah, like it, like you can see, I think, let me see. Maybe it's not blurry. It definitely feel. Is there something on my screen or I can't tell. Is it like blurry? I don't know. Try turning mip mapping on. Okay. I wish it wouldn't unselect your things after you apply, after you re-import, because now you can't change it. Like now you have to reselect everything again. No, it's still like really blurry. Like even in the short distance, you can see it's a massive difference between blurring here and sharp here. Change it to unlit. Look at the orange stripe, it's blurry. Yeah, like here it gets super blurry. I don't know what's going on, dude. That's horrible. Like I don't oh good lord, it gets so bad in the distance. It gets so bad in the distance, dude. There's a file now that you can control. Global illumination are using it. There's a file now that you can control stuff on it like blur. Is it depth of field? Is that what's... but I'm not even using a world. Do I need a world environment? Fog, depth of field is off. Glow is off. Everything's off. I mean, I could just do that, but it still gets blurry in the distance. Make sure textures are checked as anisotropic. I think they are. There is a default world in the background if you are using none. I am using a world. But yeah, you're right, I guess. It looks the same as if I didn't have a world environment. I believe it's all... Anisotropic is on all of these textures. Well, it really, I guess this is the most important one is the tile set. That is, filter is on. Mip mapping filter. Let's try that. It's horrible, dude. It's a tropic filter. I'm just setting stuff. It got worse. I didn't think it could get worse. It's blurrier. It's even blurrier. Okay, so we definitely don't want any of these settings on. I think it's so blurry. It's like mip mapping is on, but like surely it's not that bad in the distance. Did you check your camera settings? Oh, I haven't checked my camera settings. Let's try that. offsets, environment, culling, field of view near and far. Nothing out of the ordinary. I think you should disable all settings for a filter on import and reload scene to see the changes. Disable increase far. All right, let's see. So we'll try that. We set it. Okay, we set it. Yeah, and then disable all settings for filter on import. Okay, let's see. Disable all settings for filter on import. Okay, so we'll also disable those. Set as default. Re-import. Save. Reload save scene. Run. I don't know, dude. It looks horrible. Is it because my textures are just too small? And so no one's ever had 32 by 32 textures? I mean, these aren't even that small. Like for the size of the window, they're fine. Uncheck those. Uncheck which ones? Uncheck. You did actually put them on. I think this checking these means that I'm setting these settings for all of the files I have selected. So like if you have one file selected, then those checks aren't there. But if you select two, now these checks are there because you are setting these properties for each of the files before you click on re-import. Bro, why is there a check mark next to them? Next to which ones? Uncheck these? I think that's how you set them to apply this. Like these have to be checked in order for these to make an effect on the files you have selected. If there's only one file selected, then you know what I mean? Like you have to select these in order for these to apply for all of the files. But if you only have one, then those check marks disappear because you're applying them inherently to the one that you have selected. There's a check mark on the left and right. Oh yeah, it's weird. A little weird. Okay, we'll try this where just none of the PNG files, none of them are checked. No, yeah, it looks really blurry. I mean, like, it's just obliterating the fidelity at distance. Check the material settings. The maps are on the, oh, wait. Yes. Okay, so that's it. So maps are on the tile set material. When I go to import material, keep on re-import off. So there's no way for me to turn off maps when re-importing. Does that mean that whenever I re-import, the material will also? Oh, how does this work? Where is this coming from? Like when I re-import the GLTF file, the tileset material doesn't change? Why doesn't it? I guess is the question then. Wait, what didn't I? So like the materials are created with the initial texture settings. So altering the texture doesn't alter the texture in the material. Okay. I mean, like, it's just, this is so stupid. Oh, okay. All right. We made progress. I'm going to stop now and take a break. It's been very enjoyable working with on stream. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks, and see ya. Bye.